What's going on, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson back once again here from Central North Carolina. I am filming this one before I go on vacation. So we're about to take a look real briefly at my lawn prior to going on a weeks-long vacation. I do this every year. I've tried, as you may be able to hear in the background, I'm trying to water as we speak here on Saturday late into the evening. A couple notes that it's very important. Number one, if you saw the previous videos, we did put down Hydrotain over the entire backyard and the entire front yard. I just also got finished here. As I turn the camera around here, we might as well show you the front. I did also put down, one of the reasons why I'm watering is I put down some azoxystrobin, some propiconazole fungicides. I was overdue for it, and it's been on my mind to do. And also I did have a quart of Moisture Max. You guys, man, you guys love your Moisture Max in the comments, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying, man, it was overwhelming. I think most people prefer, if I had to judge based on the comments I saw from last video, I think you like Moisture Max better than Hydrotain. I'm with the person that basically commented and said, for Hydrotain for North Carolina, we have such high humidity. I do truly believe it does work probably pretty well here. Moisture Max is a good one too. The one thing, well, there's a couple things. As you can see right now, this section of the front yard, awesome. We do have like some spots over here. I just got done watering this. So tomorrow, you know, when I leave for church tomorrow around, 9 o'clock, it'll still look like this. But the bank, I did water some of the bank, but you can see it's already stressed out before I go. This could be torched, completely torched by the time I get home. Totally dependent on how much rain we get while I leave, and if it's like when I'm here, that's none. So that's of concern. Tomorrow before I go, this is what everything's kind of been looking like. I'm going to hand water this in the morning. I'm not going to deal with it now, but it did get sprayed with the fungicides. But you can just see, I mean, when you're getting this, sometimes it comes back and sometimes it does not. When it looks brown like that, it's pretty much gone. But obviously this stuff over here probably will come back. But that's what we're facing, and that's what we're dealing with this drought. But otherwise, not so bad in these sections over here. Just a side note, the neighbors, I think it's St. Aug, I don't know really what it is starting to invade. So that's something to keep an eye on. But we have watered this a couple times and it's not terrible. This is now needing more water. So again, in the morning, I will hit this up. You can see now we're getting into the spots where there's some areas that are just still struggling. And as I water this section at 7 o'clock, which yes, because I put down fungicides, I'm watering to try to get this caught up a little bit. You can see what we're dealing with. We got that tiger stripe, as I call it. I see some Bermuda down in here, but also you see the areas that are still white, dealing with just not being able to be caught up. And the reason why the fungicides is also important is because, brown patch can sneak in there. So I'm gonna try not to get wet, and let's go over here to the back. Oh, right in the back. Yeah, that was cold. So I did do a mow yesterday. The lawn striper is clearly off. So no more lawn striper. You can see these are kind of the areas I'm trying to water right now behind us. So if, this should look a lot better in the morning. The day before yesterday, as I posted on the channel, 106, driving down the road, 106. That's not parked saying, look, my truck's 106 degrees. No, that was riding down the road. It was 106 degrees. I don't know if I've ever seen that, or that, I mean, I think they said in Raleigh, we broke our record by 5 degrees. I mean, it was stinking hot. But this is not looking bad, but the Mountain View seed is looking bad. I think it's made for the north, and it's just too hot, too humid here. Like, here's some spots here. The deer keep eating my stinking Japanese maple, man. Look, they've torn off the limbs and eaten it, and that's why it makes me really upset. And so it's doing okay, but the deer have eaten it at least once. The Mountain View seed, however, it just can't take these temperatures, and it did its best for a long time, and it's just kind of folding over, just not looking right. But I did hit it. Like, this is a prime example. It's just lack of rain and high temps. And I don't think it has anything to do with fungicides or the brand or anything. It's just this mix of seed is made for cooler temperatures than what North Carolina provides right now. And so we always end up here, don't we? When I get back, I wouldn't be surprised if it's thinner through here, but it held on for a good while. Smells like propiconazole, which I don't mind the smell. And you can just see how it's starting to die away. And that has nothing to do, you know, you can see. Now, here's something else, excuse me, real fast, something else I was thinking about. For a while, the Mountain View seed was doing great and we were struggling out here. And now I feel like with the increased temps, you know, obviously we have struggled times, but this GCI seems like maybe it does better with direct sunlight and the heat and the drought. It's doing a little bit better, obviously, than the Mountain View seed. It could be the cultivars that are just disease, just better cultivars for this environment, basically. I'm sure Pete considered that when he picked the cultivars for GCI turf, but yeah, it's definitely fading out. So we'll have to do that again next year when we overseed for sure. And then rounding it up, coming up the side, we're looking pretty good. I watered this section for whatever reason is lush and thick and awesome feeling like you want it to feel. It was really thick when I cut it yesterday, but there are a few spots here, but not bad. Watered this a lot as well by the Blackstone, because that's another one that's probably going to be a hot spot when we get back. But you can see through here, not looking bad at all. So you get the gist. Couple spots on the side where we're still not caught up. So the point of it is, I just wanted to show you guys before going on vacation, we are still behind the curve as far as rain, and as far as we're not caught up. We're not healthy and green when I'm leaving, and then when I come back, it could be all white. We're kind of a little bit below, but for what we've been dealing with the drought, lack of rain, we did get a 1/4 inch of rain on this past Friday, Thursday, which did help. It did liven it up, and that's why I went ahead and mowed it after that rain as a quick burst of a shower. But anyways, that's what we're dealing with. So now let's roll into coming home, getting the stuff in the house, picking up the GoPro and showing you what I'm coming home to and what summer has done to my lawn now. And just like that, vacation is over and my hair is a little bit longer and we're back from vacation. And most of you guys already know that when we were there at Indian Beach, we did a live stream. And so coming back this year, this is a unique year. Thank you guys for sticking with the video here. It's been a week since I picked up this GoPro and we left the house. We did put down, as I mentioned, probably previously in this video, I can't remember exactly what I said, but we put down azoxystrobin, we put down propiconazole, we put down a 1/4 bottle of Moisture Max, and as you guys know, I did Hydrotane before I left, except for, look at this guy that sprang up. Yeah, this guy's huge. Yeah, got some rain. Look at that guy. He's going to have to be pulled. Except for this square area right here from the black pole over here forward towards the car. Did not put Hydrotane there. Not because we're doing a test or anything, but looking at it, it looks no different. It does look, some of the grass on the left side over here does look shorter, where I can, confidently say everything else through here where I did Hydrotane doesn't look that short. Obviously there's brown areas that are shorter, but looking at the growth as far as length of the grass, it looks actually shorter over here where I didn't do Hydrotane. Why does that matter? Well, obviously if it's not getting moisture, it's not growing, it's staying shorter, right? It's not growing grass. It all got the 2 inches of rain when I left. Everything that I did Hydrotane looks to be longer. The grass is actually longer, so that's interesting. But we do, obviously that was what, 2 or 3 days ago now, not sure, but we still got the brown spots. They're not instantly going to go away, but the grass is definitely long. I cut it at 4 inches, so it is long, and we'll definitely need to mow it. Probably not going to do that this evening, maybe tomorrow. But it definitely looks better probably than when we left. Not as far as the mow or anything like that, but as far as the health, you know, this looks kind of ratty. And obviously that some of that looks dead possibly in there. And again, as we touched on, you're talking about when we're not getting rain, you're having to pump water into your lawn. And when you're not pumping water into your lawn, your grass is going to have a good chance of dying. And when it dies, you've got to Once it gets cool and you're like, oh, I'm gonna plant some grass. Now you're having to grow more grass because you didn't take care of the grass you had. So again, we got some brown spots here. Hopefully the GoPro's doing a good job. As we walk up this way, you guys can see more of the same. The Japanese maple looks gorgeous. As always, looks really good. Again, we watered all this before we left. I probably just showed you that in the first part of this video. This section does look a little short as far as growth, and it did get hydrotained, so there is a caveat there. I did hand water some of this and it still looks brown, but the grass that is green looks longer. Again, the Japanese maple looks pretty good. We do have some spots here. This is interesting, where maybe, I don't know what that's from. It looks like insect damage. Let me know if you're a Japanese maple expert. Looks like right here, I got some insects eating on it, probably beetles. I'm guessing Japanese beetles. Are they cannibalizing the Japanese maple? Let me know, because I don't like that. I want that plant to look really good. It looks like insects are biting it. But grass-wise, again, even the bank guys. Now, let me make a caveat to this. We're looking rough over here, brown spots, a lot of Bermuda in the middle. A lot of Bermuda in the middle. This is a Fescmuda bank, because all of that is Bermuda up here. So don't be fooled. But there's a blend of fescue and a blend of Bermuda in there. Then it gets a little brown thin. What you do see green, some of that's fescue, some of that's Bermuda there. And then you got a mix of fescue and Bermuda over here. You can see how much rain we got, and I can see now how much rain we got because of all the leaves that just came shooting down where we haven't had water in so long. Let me also point out to everybody in other parts of the nation and the world that may click on this video as you're watching my wee little lawn here in central North Carolina, we are still 10 inches below where we should be for this time of year. Look at the power of the rain that we got. We got 2 inches in 2 days. And look at this. It totally probably overflowed our gutters here, came down, and just washed all of our mulch all over. This only happens when it's a really fast, heavy rain. So this is what we came home to. So mulch all over. I don't know if mulch glue is going to stop that. We still have that, and that stuff actually really works. I've seen it now for the first time ever. I've seen that mulch glue in Home Depot and stuff. So we did a video on that. Check it out if you're interested. But yeah, I mean, that looks pretty good. And again, I did my fungicide, so I'm not concerned about fungus. But now, if we're getting constant rain and I'm seeing these pop up, that could be a concern. But not bad. I think it actually looks, I won't say better. That may not be the right word. It doesn't look better when it's unattended for a week, but it definitely does not look bad. My wife's like, whatever you put down worked. I was like, well, we got 2 inches of rain. That's really, the Lord did that for us, and the strip looks great. That definitely looks better than when I left. So the fescue is hanging on. But it's only June. We still have all the month of July. I'll be gone for a golf tournament in the middle of July. We still have August and September. And the way the trend has been going, for those that have been watching the channel, we've been like September 14th, that's when we're going to play. This year, I'm on top of that. That has not been the case. It's been too hot September 14th around that area. So we're going to have to pay attention to that. But there's the lawn. Looks pretty close to the same, I'll say that much, of when I left. So the Hydrotain has done its job. Obviously, the 2 inches of rain is what really has helped it look the way it does right now. And we need more. Again, we're 10 inches below par. So going to go in here, watch Scotty hopefully win the US Open. I don't know when this comes out, whether he did or not. It's also his birthday. It's also my anniversary with my wife. So, hey, it's June 21st, a very popular day in Ferguson history, Scheffler history, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, belated, when this video comes out. So we'll continue to see what we can do, and just continue to pray for rain, and try to get used back to the 90-degree temperatures coming from the 80s, 82 beach wind that I just came from. It's hard to come home, but I did miss home. So God bless you guys. Thank you for checking out this video. We'll catch you Friday on the next one. God bless.